afternoon, fam, and how's everybody doing? It's Sunday afternoon, and I am trying to get a jump on things. This is one of my my Colorado weeks, so I need to get a jump on things and get on down south. I'm headed to Lehigh, Florida, about 325 miles south. So it's like going to the Miami area, but on the west coast of Florida. So I'm gonna get the bulk of my driving over with today. Well, at least going down there. That'll put me in about a 400-mile run tomorrow. So I'm gonna go down to the rest area south of Tampa where I stayed last week. And that way all I gotta do is go about 90 miles in the morning and then head on back. So hope you guys had a good weekend or still having a good weekend. I'm just trying, like I said, trying to get a jump on things. So should be a pretty uneventful, boring drive, but I'll check in with you guys on the way down. Here we go, fam. What's going on, fam? How's everybody doing? It's Monday morning. I'm down here south of Tampa, getting ready to head on down to my customer. I'm about 107 miles away. Hope you guys had a good night's rest. Just wanted to get up this morning. I got to do my morning routine, brush my teeth, and all that good fancy stuff right there. It ain't no fun driving down the road with funky night breath, fam. You all know about that. So I'm gonna hurry up, brush my teeth, check the truck out, and then head on down south, fam. Check in with y'all in a little bit. Okay, fam, well, truck's all good. Getting ready to head on down this road. 107 miles down. Oh, let me reset my mileage. I did exactly what I wanted to do yesterday, fam. I was trying to plan and act smart. So I only have about a 400 mile day today versus having to do a 650 mile day roughly. So I was just trying to get ahead of the 8 ball. Plan out what I got to do and then get on down the road. I've never been to the place I'm going, Tibbetts. I think it's called Tibbetts Lumber. So we'll see what happens with that. Boy, this place cleared out. But this is the last major truck stop on the south side of Tampa for about 100 miles. Well, so I said 90 miles. And then you're into the Everglades. And once you get into the Everglades, you got to deal with the service classes, which are fine. But I'm not going that far, thank goodness. I'm going pretty far south on the west side of Florida. So anyway, I will check in with you guys on down the road. Hopefully we'll see something interesting to look at. We're going to speak traveling grace on every motorist out there in the name of Jesus. I will check in with y'all here in a little bit, fam. Here we go. Well, hey, fam, made it down here to where am I? Lehigh Acres at this place that I'm delivering to. And it's been pretty uneventful, fam. Pretty uneventful. So I'm going over here to the left of this place to get unloaded, and then I will get out of there. But it looks congested. So I don't know what I'm getting into, but I'm sure there's an entrance down there that'll where I can get into. I saw the place back there. Man, everybody's turning at this intersection. But you know, you can't be in a hurry in this darn truck, you know. I don't know if you guys can see those 3 cars coming, so I'm gonna have to jump out there after the 3rd one, because every time I try to go out there, another one shows up coming along pretty slow, but it looks like nobody's behind him, so I'm gonna sit here and wait. And then I'll get into this place. So I'll check in with you guys. Let me figure out what I'm doing, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit, fam. Here we go. Hey, fam. So I went to the address that's on the paperwork, and you know, I walk up, and as usual, they ignore you. So I have to go up to somebody and say, hey, well, you came in the wrong entrance. And I'm like, okay, no signs, no markings or anything like that. You got to roll with these punches sometime, fam. So she's like, well, you got to go down to the end of the street, turn around, and you go back out, take the first right, and come back around the Circle K, and blah, blah, blah. it just is what it is, fam. Nothing you can do. She says I got to turn around on this street right here, so we'll see what that looks like. You just gotta roll with the punches, fam. So, all right, I'll check in with y'all in a little bit. Here we go. Hey fam, got that load off. And this guy right here, why did he have to park his truck right there? Oh, good and well, I gotta get out. Oh well. We'll sneak on out of here. Real nice guy unloaded me, so now I'm headed back to Jacksonville. And hopefully I will beat that doggone Tampa traffic. Man. But I'm kind of hungry, fam, so I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna stop at Love's, and when I say I'm gonna get a salad, I really mean it, because I'm on the road, so I can't cheat for one time. I don't want to have to break the light out on a Monday. So yeah. Alrighty, let's see. We're going to Shelton Trucking. I forgot which way I turned coming in here, fam.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Leonard Boulevard North.
Okay, I turned right. This is trying to tell me to go straight. Got me doing all kind of crazy stuff. So I'll check in with y'all down the road, fam. Here we go. Well, it's Tuesday afternoon, and I am leaving Baxley. I've already gotten loaded, headed down to West Palm to Boise Cascade. About 400 miles ahead of me. I don't know if I'm going to make it down there tonight or not. Got plenty of drive time. We'll see how I feel riding down the road. If I find that extra wind, I'll go all the way. If not, I'll stop at the, I think it's the 106, that rest area right there. So, that's about it though, you know, kind of a non-eventful day. My appointment is at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll probably get there a little before that. So there's a weather system working its way in. So because of that weather system, if I remember, I'll put it up here. That weather system coming in, I mean, I'm gonna tarp down here next to the fried chicken. And it's lunchtime, so it's fresh fried chicken. See, the National Fried Chicken Association of America did contact me about the freshness of the chicken, and I was leery about it, you know, because I wanted some spinach leaves and ice water today, but they're insisting that I stop there. And you know, I'm sure that lady that's got the 8.5 children is there, but she only gets 6.5% of her paycheck, so I got to stop in and contribute. It's my civic duty, y'all. It's my civic duty. Here we go. right, fam. Well, I got the tarp done. So now what I'm gonna have to do, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm at Parker's. I gotta go in there and make sure that the chicken is safe for the rest of America. I really don't want to. I want a celery leaf and a spinach leaf. I mean, a celery stalk and a spinach leaf, but the National Association of Anti-Celery and Spinach called me and said that I had to check the freshness of the chicken right at lunchtime. So I guess I gotta go in there and get some, fam. I'll check with y'all in a little bit. Here we go. Well, hey fam, what's going on? It's I'm driving through Daytona, and there's some big something on the road here. Oversized load. I don't know what this thing is. It's a pretty nice day outside. Ran through a little bit of rain. I'm about 199 miles from the customer. I don't think I'm going to go all the way down tonight, fam. I'm probably going to try to get down to mile marker 106. And what is this thing? It's huge, whatever it is. It's got a truck in the front and a truck in the back. I don't know what that is, fam, but isn't it big? Wow. Those are some big trucks. But anyway, I'm going to try to get down to the rest area at the 106. If I have the energy, I'm going to go all the way to the customer. I don't know if I'll feel like going all the way, but I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. So that's pretty cool. Have a truck in the back and a truck in the front. That's pretty cool. So I'll check in with you guys when I get down to wherever I end up tonight. I got to stop and get gas for the generator because I think it's going to be a hot one tonight. It's 85 degrees right now, so it's going to be a hot one. So check in a little bit, fam. Here we go. Look straight ahead. Isn't that something? Look at that big old rainbow. I am getting ready to drive right through that rainbow. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but man, is it vivid or bright or whatever you want to call that, you know. Isn't that something? Thought that was pretty cool. So I'm about 95 miles from the customer, but probably I don't know, 50 miles to where I want to stop tonight, maybe 60. But I get to drive through a rainbow, fam. I think that's pretty cool. I hope it shows up on the camera. Look at all the little pigs over to the right. Well, we got something to look at this time, fam. That rainbow, I wish I could show it to you, but it goes all the way over to my left. I just saw the whole thing. Man, that is sweet. I haven't seen a rainbow in forever. I'll jump back on, fam, if it gets more, whatever, when we get down there, if it gets more prominent or whatever you want to call it. Well, good morning, fam. How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday morning, and I'm at one of the Love's truck stops down in where am I? Fort Pierce, Florida. On the way down last night, fam, the truck started acting up. I lost power, couldn't get over 60 miles an hour, and ultimately it just got worse and worse and worse. So I was able to go about 7 miles, made it to a truck stop, and couldn't come to the one I needed to come to because the parking was all full. So I went to the one across the street and then came over here this morning. Frustrated, fam. I just got to be honest with you guys. Just frustrating because it seems like every time I have a flight out to go check on my mother, something like this happens, and it's just frustrating. I don't know how else to do it. And then the other part that's frustrating, fam, and I know y'all deal with this too, is I don't know what the problem is. And once I know the problem, I can go to, you know, YouTube University, Google and all that, probably figure out how to fix it if I have the tools. So I'm hanging in limbo right now, fam. I'm literally hanging in limbo. I can't do what I need to do. I can't get the load delivered. Can't make my money. It's frustrating, fam. I just got to be honest with y'all. It's frustrating, you know. But I guess this is an opportunity for me to say this, fam. Faith replaces understanding. You know, if you look in the book of Hebrews, which you see right here, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. And I struggle with that. But when you apply that scripture, when you apply it to a thing, it kind of starts making sense. So faith is the substance of things hoped for. Right now I'm hoping my truck would run. So the activity of getting my truck running and all, faith is that substance. Faith is that activity. So fam, what I'm saying to you is that in times of irritation, in times of frustration, we have to train ourselves. Right now, I'm really working on me. I'll tell you what, I don't mean to say forget about y'all, but I'm the one angry and frustrated right now. Faith replaces understanding. So you got to think about resolution and transfer the implementation of that resolution onto God. It comes down to be that simple, fam. Faith replaces understanding. So think resolution and transfer implementation onto God. We have to literally say, God, you got it. I believe you. I trust you. You got it. And that is how we manage through frustration. Frustration is nothing but an opportunity for us to use our faith to replace our understanding. So think resolution and transfer implementation onto God. We have to do this, fam. We have to talk it, say it, walk it, and it's not easy. It's not easy for me right now, fam. I know it's not easy for y'all, but this is the summation of what frustration really is. This is how we deal with frustration. We gotta have faith and we gotta believe. So my attitude right now is, okay, God, I can't fix it. I don't even know what to fix. I'm putting this off on you. I'm gonna sit here, do some editing, possibly take a nap, because I didn't sleep last night, fam, because I wasn't smart enough to manage my frustration properly. That probably happens to you. You worry, you stress. I should not have done that, fam. And as the night went on, God woke me up in the middle of the night and started giving me this, what I'm saying to you right now. You can see right here where he gave me bits and pieces. You see the clock right there in the time that it happened. You've heard me say that God will communicate with you through thoughts and impressions. We just have to respond to them. We just have to listen to them and act on them. So last night, every time, it was 3 or 4 times, you can see it right here. Well, you know, where he did that to me, and I just wrote it down, and I let it just get me through the night, and eventually I started to relax and whatever. I'm a worry ward anyway, fam, which makes no sense. I shouldn't be, but I am. So fam, remember from this point forward how to manage frustration. Here we go. Well, good morning, fam. How's everybody doing? Well, I'm out here at my mother's house out here in Colorado Springs, and I am just finishing up editing a video for next week. I'm sitting at the table that I have sat at for over 50 years. Just had a bowl of cereal. I was eating cereal out of this little bowl 60 years ago, and the cereal still tastes good. So I'm out in Colorado Springs and just hanging out with my mother for a few days. It's her birthday and also Mother's Day coming up. She'll be a nice young 94. And picked me up at the airport, drives the car like nobody's business. It's just a blessing. So reach around and give one of your loved ones a hug. I think today there's not much planned. I want to try to drop the gas tank on my old Scout out there. And that's about it. That's really all I want to get done today. So and we'll just hang out. We'll probably go, I don't know, we'll go out and wander around and do something like we usually do. So I'll check in with you all through today. I'll definitely take you along the journey when I drop that tank on that old 74 out there, and see if I can get it running smoothly. I've got an auxiliary tank I'm going to just hang in there, and I'll show y'all when I get on that later on. So, all right, well, I just uploaded to the cloud, and now I can produce the video, and we will talk soon, fam. Here we go. All right, fam, well, let me get out of all those shadows. Man, sun is bad today, fam. Well, I'm out here by my old 74 Scout, and I'm going to see what I can do with it today. I've got an auxiliary fuel tank. I think there's some fuel here in the old garage that we bought last time I was down here. So let's see if I can find that fuel and get something going. Guess I'm gonna have to run to the gas station right quick and get some gas. No big deal. Well, hey fam, so what I'm gonna do to try to get this going, the gas tank has a bunch of holes in it, so I'm not gonna use that. I got this little auxiliary tank here. I ordered from Amazon. And I'm just gonna hang it right here, run a fuel line down just to get it going. But there's no fuel, so I'm gonna run in the garage and get the fuel can and go around the corner and get some gas, and I'll be right back. All right, fam. Let's see if we can't make something happen. All right, fam, this is where the fun's gonna start. So the accelerator pump is stuck, which is, after 28 years, not surprising at all. So I'm gonna try to see if I can just take that top part off and get it free. If not, I'm gonna have to pull the whole carburetor, dip it. None of that is shocking after sitting for 28 years. So let's just see what we can come up with. Well, fam, I'm looking at this and I've got the fuel going in the wrong way. That's a vent. So I see my main fuel line going in. So what I'm gonna do is hook up to that. And I'm an idiot sometimes, fam. Let me switch this around right quick. All right, fam, I didn't film a lot because just a lot of busy work, taking this apart and that apart, trying to get where I'm at. And where I'm basically at is I'm gonna have to pull the carburetor, and which isn't surprising, and I'm gonna have to soak it or dip it and get it cleaned up, and then I'm gonna have to put a starter on here because that starter simply isn't, I can with a ton of voltage the solenoid will close, but that's not sustainable. So hold on a second. So I got the carburetor apart, and you can see in there, if you look real closely right to the right of my thumb, that there is gas in there, which is what I was able to do with my with this right here. I'm able to get fuel into it, but there's two jets, and you can see the top of them right here. Well, you really can't, but there's these two gold things. They suck fuel out of this little reservoir right here, little square reservoir. It's this wide, it's that wide and that thick. And then it sprays it down into these intake chambers right here. And that round thing, I don't even know if you can see it, but that round thing right there at the base of my thumb is what sprays the fuel into the engine through this thing right here, which is called your intake manifold. So what I've got to do is get this bolt, and there's two on the other side. And that way I can get the whole carburetor off. I'm going to try to get a rebuild kit and just redo all this because it's been sitting forever. I'm going to take it, let the guy with the smoke machine do the vacuum because I don't know what's going on with that. Everything's moving, nothing's locked up. That's the good news. So it's just a matter of me cleaning out all the lines in there, which is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna need an air compressor. I'll just buy a thing of canned air and get that done. It runs, it's just not running like it should, and it won't start because the starter's messed up. The starter, you can't really see it, but it's right up in here. And this silver thing right here, I hope you can see it because I can't see what I'm showing you. This is bad. The big round thing behind it is okay, but this is bad. And I can bypass it. And there's a thing in there called a Bendix spring. It's not engaging either. It does sometimes, but not all the time. So I just got to replace that starter. I remember back in Kansas, I'd have to work the key sometimes to get this thing to start. So it's old, fam. It's old. It's 50 plus years old, but it still runs. I had it running last time I was here. I know it'll run this time. I'm trying to get it to run the way it's supposed to now by just turning the key and having it crank up. And like, I don't know if you can see all these hoses right here. I got to replace all the hoses on it, which again, rubber hose is cheap. I'll buy like 15 feet of it and just knock it out. This stuff is so brittle right now in this dry climate, it's not even funny. So it's off to the store. I'm gonna try to get the starter off first. And then I'll get a can of that carburetor stuff that you dip it in and let it sit there for a few hours and then blow it out with I get a thing of canned air because I don't have a compressor here. It's not worth me buying. Well, no, I don't have one. So anyway, that's that, and I am getting hungry, fam. Here we go. Well, good morning, fam. How's everybody doing? Day 2 out here on the Scout. I couldn't get the carburetor off, fam, because of where this one bolt is, and I needed some extensions. So that forced me to have to go to Harbor Freight. Hold on a second. So there's a bolt right here, and then there's one up under here that I needed an extension in what's called an extension with a wobble end on it. So I got those, so I can get this off. I already got the top part. I've already got that loose, and I got the stuff to put it in. So I needed these. This is called a wobble end, so it allows the socket to wiggle back and forth, and then just a basic set of box end wrenches. So I needed that to be able to get to the starter. So you're looking at the starter right there. That silver round thing is what I think the main problem is. But there's a bolt, and I'm going to try to put an arrow in there to show you where the 2 bolts are so I can get that starter out. So that's what I'm getting ready to attack now. And as you can see, it's close up in there, so I won't be able to film anything, but you know, you guys don't need to see me take 2 bolts out. Nothing exciting there. That was a mother to get out, fam. All right. 1 starter. Well, at least I got it out. I got some numbers on it, so I don't know if they do cores on starters or not anymore, fam, but anyway, got it out. So now I'm gonna try to get the carburetor off and get it soaking while I'm gone this morning. Okay, fam. So as you can see, I got the carburetor out. My heart transplant's half done. So now I've got to take this inside, tear it down a little bit more, and soak it. Because when I take this thing apart, it's all crackly and dried up inside. So I got to take care of that. So I'm going to get started on that next. And yeah, get her cleaned up and get it put back on sometime hopefully this afternoon. So I will check in with y'all in a little bit, fam. Where's my grinder when I need it? I'm gonna have to get a wire brush to clean these off. See you later, fam. I'm gonna see if I can get this soaking for a little while. This thing is so dirty inside. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the one piece that I really needed to get to. Now everything should be open in this thing now, so I'm gonna let it soak. I just had it in there. How'd I do it? I knew I had it in there, fam. Fam, I don't know if you can see it, but look at that rust. Hey fam, well, I just got back. I had to order. I got the old starter out, as you know. Well, I'm back a couple hours later, 3 hours later. Went out and had some dinner, lunch I should say, with my mother. And now I'm gonna try to get this starter, the new starter, installed. And after I get the new starter installed, I will start tackling that carburetor. So let's get after it. So there's the new starter. And as you know, I got to get it all up under there. But should be a little bit, it's not going to be any easier. It's still going to be a pain in the butt no matter how I look at it. So let's just get it over with. So that's one obstacle down. So now all I've got to do is go over here and get the carburetor back together, get it on. You heard it try to kick over just a little bit. That's because of that. I think some of that fluid is in there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to spray a little bit just in the intake manifold, and what the heck? Let's see what happens. That was interesting. Never had that happen before, so it's off to YouTube University to figure out what that is. But I know the starter's turning. There's something wrong with the wiring. When I let off the starter, it keeps turning, so something's not disconnecting. So we'll see what happens. Here in a little while. All right, well, I'll be ready. Well, hey fam, I've been tinkering and long story short, I cannot put this carburetor back together. I got it cleaned up pretty good, but I don't know if you guys can see how bad this gasket is. So I got on the phone and I started trying to find a gasket. I found one in Denver and one in Billings, Montana. So the one that is in Denver is on its way to me. It'll be here sometime, maybe today, possibly tomorrow. I'm counting on tomorrow. We have so much going on with Mother's Day today. So I'm gonna just put everything back in the old Scout. The starter will be here today. So if things go right, I might get the starter on this evening. If that kit comes in, I'll put this thing back together, and then maybe early in the morning I can get out here and get this thing back together. We're gonna be with my mother for her birthday tomorrow, so I'll be here another day. So that's what's going on, fam. I'm actually enjoying this though. What I like about these old cars is there's no computers. It's just all vacuum lines, and there's a little bit of electronics on it, but not much, fam. So we'll check out in a little bit, fam. Here we go. Good morning, fam. How's everybody doing? Still in Colorado. It's Monday morning, and this video is going to carry over to Monday, and then I'll edit on the plane, I guess. But I'm out here in the backyard getting ready to get cranking on the old Scout. I got the second new starter, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get it installed. And once I get that installed, I got a kit for the carburetor. I'm gonna try to get it together. I'm kind of limited on time today, so we'll see how far we can get. But hope you guys had a good afternoon and evening. I had a great time yesterday over at celebrating with my mother on Mother's Day. So I'm gonna get at this and see what I can make happen, fam. Here we go. Well, fam, you see this bundle of wires right here, and you can see that hole right there. That's where I'm trying to get this starter. Let's see how quickly it's gonna, or how long it's gonna take me, or how quickly I can get it installed. All right, fam, so I got the starter in, got it wired up. So now comes the big test. Is this starter bad, or are my connections bad? Which, if my connections are bad, I'm getting ready to find out right now. So I'm gonna go into the truck, crank it, and see if it starts. It should crank and stop, just like any other normal starter would do. Let's see what happens, fam. Well, looks like I got it. I got a bad starter the other day, because you see how it would start and stop. I don't want to crank it too long because there's no carburetor on it. So now it's time to tackle that carburetor. So I got the carburetor in two pieces. Right here, and I'm gonna put this kit in now. fam. Got it going. Still got a whole lot of stuff. Hey, good morning, fam, and how's everybody doing? Back in Jacksonville, running around trying to get this darn truck fixed, but hey, it is what it is. Well, I just wanted to thank you guys for hanging out with me this week. Interesting week, got to hang out in Colorado and really have a lot of fun out there. If you like the content that you see, fam, give me a like so I can affect that algorithm doohickey thingamajig. And I do appreciate you guys commenting, and I enjoy, going back and forth with a couple of you. You guys keep me in stitches sometimes. I appreciate you guys interacting with me like that. Last but not least, fam, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We're going to keep it positive, but most importantly, fam, we're going to keep it real. Be proud of you, fam. You're doing a good job. You get up and get after it every day. Look at that person, that man, or that woman in the mirror and say, hey, I'm all right. And don't ever forget that. You're all right, fam. I'm going to mosey on back over here. I'm headed back to the house now from Seals Diesel. Got some stuff to do around the house, and I will talk to you guys next week, fam. Have a great one. Here we go.